My girlfriend once posted, "Know your worth, queens. Don't settle for less." This was right after she turned down my proposal. I hit like on her post and commented, "Kings too." 6 months later, she stumbled across my engagement announcement. That night, she called me in a panic, and what she said made everything crystal clear. "I'm 29, male, and honestly, I can't believe I'm even typing this." The past 24 hours have been eye-opening. About 7 months ago, I proposed to my then-girlfriend, Natalie, 28. We'd been together for 4 years, living together for the last 2. I truly thought we were solid. We discussed marriage, kids, the whole future plan. Every time it came up, she seemed genuinely excited. So, I planned a romantic evening. Nothing flashy or over the top. I'm an accountant, not a tech millionaire, but it was meaningful. I took her to the botanical gardens where we had our very first date. Waited until sunset near the fountain. Got down on one knee with a solitaire ring I'd spent 6 months saving for, the exact style she once pointed out as her favorite.
She said no.
Not, "Let me think about it," or "Maybe someday." Just no. Her reason? She wasn't ready. Felt we were moving too fast after 4 years and needed to find herself and see what else was out there. So, there I was on one knee, feeling like a fool while strangers watched. The drive home was silent. 3 days later, she moved out and stayed with her friend, Melissa. That was the end of us. And then the real kicker. That same night, she posted on social media, "Know your worth, queens. Never settle for less. Level up. Boss babe energy." Her friends swarmed the comments with the usual, "Yes, queen. You deserve the best." As if she'd just broken out of prison instead of walking away from someone who loved her. I sat there at 2 a.m., scrolling through those comments. 4 years together. I'd supported her career change, helped her pay down student loans, been there through her dad's illness. Yet apparently, I was someone to settle for. So I liked the post and commented, "Kings too." The silence afterward said it all. She deleted my comment within an hour, but mutual friends had already seen it. Whatever. After that, I went into autopilot. Work, gym, sleep. I deleted my social apps. Started therapy, best decision ever. My therapist helped me see how much I'd been shrinking myself to make her feel bigger. 2 months later, my coworker Jenna, 26, asked me to grab coffee after a brutal audit. We were just friends at first. She knew about the breakup. But soon, coffee became dinners and dinners turned into dating. Jenna was different, clear about what she wanted, appreciative instead of constantly asking for more. Being with her felt like breathing again after years of holding my breath. Fast forward to last week, Jenna proposed to me. She knew exactly what she wanted and didn't see any reason to wait. I said yes without hesitation. We posted a simple engagement photo from a hiking trip, adventure partner for life. My phone blew up with congratulations from friends, family, coworkers. Then, at 11:43 p.m., Natalie called. I almost ignored it, but curiosity won. "Are you serious right now?" she demanded. "Yes," I replied calmly. Usually people say, "Congratulations." To your coworker? The quiet one from accounting. Jenna's not quiet. She just doesn't brag about her wins. And yes, her name is Jenna and we're happy. This is insane. We were together for 4 years. How can you move on so fast? The same way you did when you turned down my proposal and called it settling. Silence. Then, I didn't think you'd actually move on. I thought you'd wait. Wait for what? I asked. And that's when she told me what the last 6 months had really been about. Update 1. After I asked, "Wait for what?" she paused. Then came frustrated tears. "I needed to see what else was out there," she admitted. Melissa kept telling me about all these guys she was meeting, investment bankers, lawyers, entrepreneurs. She said I was too young to settle with my first serious boyfriend. I laughed out loud. "So, I was just your safety net?"
No.
I just wanted to be sure. I figured if I dated for a year and experienced more, I'd know you were the right choice. Then we could get back together. and rejecting my proposal in public. I didn't think you'd even see the post. We have 137 mutual friends, Natalie. She got defensive. You don't understand the pressure women face. I didn't want to resent you later. So instead, you humiliated me and expected me to wait while you test drove other guys? It wasn't like that. I barely dated anyone. Turns out barely meant her options weren't great. The banker only wanted hookups, the lawyer ghosted her after 2 dates, and the entrepreneur was actually unemployed, living with his parents, and just had a flashy Instagram. She finally admitted, I realized what we had was special. I was going to reach out at the 1-year mark, make it seem like I'd grown, and hope you'd propose again. So, you wanted your backup plan. It wasn't a lie, I did grow. I learned what I wanted.
Yeah.
You learned you wanted your safety net back. Sorry, but this one's taken by someone who chose me first. She lost it. Screamed about how Jenna was a downgrade, how I was rushing to hurt her, and how friends thought I moved on too fast. Natalie, I said calmly, you ended things. You told me I wasn't enough. I respected that and moved on, to someone who sees me as her first choice, not her consolation prize. When you realize what you've lost and come crawling back, I won't be waiting.
Good.
I won't be crawling anywhere. Goodbye, Natalie. I hung up. I thought that was it. I was wrong. Update 2. 3 days later, things escalated fast. Melissa slid into Jenna's Instagram DMs before even knowing her. The message was pure manipulation. Hey girl, I'm friends with Mason's ex. He's using you as a rebound to get back at her. Don't fall for it. You deserve better. Jenna showed me right away and we laughed. She replied, thanks for the concern, but I'm curious why you care more about my relationship than your friend's love life. How'd those setups work out for her? Melissa blocked her instantly. Next came the flying monkeys. Mutual friends suddenly checking in. Brad. Quick turnaround. Bro, sure you're not rushing? Derek. Dude, Natalie's really upset. Maybe talk to her. Even my cousin texted. Natalie reached out. She's worried you're being impulsive. Funny how none of them checked in while I was healing, but now they're so concerned. 20 minutes later, Natalie called from a new number. I picked up. Mason, we need to talk about this like adults. No, we really don't. You're clearly hurt and making prideful choices. Don't destroy what we had. What we had was a relationship where you were shopping for upgrades while keeping me as a backup. That's already destroyed, Natalie, by you. I made a mistake. People make mistakes. Your mistake, I told her, was assuming I'd wait around while you figured out if you could do better. My mistake was proposing to someone who already had 1 foot out the door. So, you're marrying Jenna out of spite? She fired back.
No.
I'm marrying Jenna because she looked at me and thought, yes, he's the one. No hesitation. No, let's see what else is out there. Just yes. She changed her angle. What about everything I supported you through? Your CPA exams? When your mom was sick, I was there. You were, I agreed. And I was there for you, too, when your dad had surgery, when you switched careers, when your anxiety hit hard. That's what partners do. But it doesn't mean you own my future. I know you, Mason. This isn't you. You don't move this fast. You analyze everything. Maybe because I spent 4 years analyzing how to keep you happy instead of asking if I was happy. Silence. Then, softly, were you not happy? I was happy enough. But enough isn't enough anymore. So that's it? You're throwing away 4 years for someone you've only known a few months.
No.
I'm choosing to build a future with someone who picked me first, not as a fallback. Not as a safe option. When this crashes and burns. If it does, it'll still be more honest than what we had. I hung up. Thought it was over. Update 3. Turns out, the real punchline came the next day. Jenna and I were eating dinner when her phone buzzed. Her best friend Rachel sent screenshots from a dating app, and there she was. Queen Natalie herself. The kicker? The account was created 5 months ago. 2 months before she rejected my proposal. Her bio: entrepreneur mindset. Seeking someone ambitious who matches my energy. No time for mediocrity. Rachel also sent chat screenshots. Natalie telling matches she was recently single and ready to level up in all areas of life. Do the math. She was swiping while we were ring shopping, while we were making future plans, while I was saving for her dream ring. Jenna asked if I wanted to see the messages. I said yes, I needed to. Natalie had told one guy her ex was sweet but lacked ambition, that she deserved a lifestyle upgrade, and she was too young to settle for comfortable. Another asked what ended her last relationship. Her answer? I outgrew him. He was content with mediocrity. I need excellence. Mediocrity. That's what she called 4 years of building a life together. But here's the cherry on top. Her last profile activity was just 3 days ago. After a phone call, after her tearful mistake speech, she'd updated her pictures and bio to Phoenix rising from the ashes. Know your worth plus tax. I laughed, not out of bitterness, but relief. Finally, I saw her for who she was. Then, as if the universe wanted to hammer it home, Natalie texted from yet another number. Mason, I've been thinking. I'm willing to forgive you for moving on so quickly if we can start fresh. I see now you just needed to feel wanted, and I accept my part in that. We can work this out. She was willing to forgive me. I took a screenshot and, for the first time in months, posted on social media. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Grateful for the lessons. Even more grateful for the future. I tagged Jenna. Thanks for choosing me first. Always. My notifications blew up. Mutual friends who had only heard Natalie's version finally saw the truth. Messages poured in. Dude, I had no idea. She told us you ghosted her after the proposal. Wait, she was on dating apps while you were together? Derek, bro, I'm sorry. She made it sound like you lost it after she said no. I should have known better. Even my cousin, well, awkward. She left out some details. My bad. Final update. A week later, I'm done giving this oxygen. After my post, Natalie went full meltdown mode. She made a whole Instagram story series about manipulation and gaslighting, accusing me of weaponizing vulnerability and turning people against her. This, from the woman who was actively on dating apps during our relationship. But here's where it all collapsed for her. She forgot Melissa still had access to her dating profiles because Melissa had been helping optimize them. And Melissa, sensing the tide turn, decided she wasn't going down with the ship. She leaked everything to the friend group. Turns out, Natalie didn't just make the profile 2 months before rejecting me. She'd been actively dating for 5 months before my proposal. Real dates. Telling guys she was single. And there was a spreadsheet. Yes, a literal spreadsheet, ranking men by income, looks, career, and husband potential. I was on it, ranked number 4 in stability, but number 11 in lifestyle potential, out of 15. Her number 1 pick? A venture capitalist who turned out to be a crypto bro. He lost everything in a memecoin crash. She'd been planning to monkey branch to him for months. When that fell apart 2 weeks before I proposed, suddenly, reliable number 11 looked okay, until she decided to hold out for better. When the dating apps didn't deliver, her plan was to circle back to me at the 1-year mark, pretending she'd grown. Melissa sent the receipts to our group chat with, I can't keep lying for her. She used me, too. The group chat went nuclear. Friends were furious, not just over the cheating, but the manipulation. How she'd made people choose sides with lies. Natalie tried damage control, posting about fake friends, betrayal, and my favorite as a woman. I'm not allowed to have standards without being crucified. Standards. That's what she called this. Meanwhile, men she'd been talking to while with me started sharing their own screenshots, including one where she admitted she was waiting for my proposal just to see the ring before deciding. 2 days later, she showed up at my apartment building. Security, who already had her photo, called me. There's a Natalie here saying it's an emergency. Is she injured or in danger?
No, sir.
Then it's not an emergency. Please ask her to leave and call the police if she refuses. She left, but not before causing a scene. Multiple residents filmed it. One video hit TikTok, entitled "Ex Causes Scene Because Backup Plan Got Engaged." Last I checked, 800K views. Yesterday, she sent one last text from yet another number. Congrats, Mason.
You won.
You destroyed my reputation. Hope you're happy with your downgrade. When she cheats, and she will, remember you had someone who loved you enough to want to be sure, but your ego couldn't wait. Enjoy your mediocre life with your mediocre wife. I didn't respond. Just forwarded it to my lawyer friend, who's been documenting everything in case I need a restraining order. And here's the truth. I am happy. Boringly, wonderfully happy. Jenna and I cook together, laugh at dumb TV shows, leave each other notes, surprise each other with little things. We're planning a small wedding because we don't need to prove anything to anyone. She saw me at my lowest and chose me anyway. I saw her at her most genuine and chose her back. No games. No spreadsheets. No backup plans. Natalie's right about one thing. We do deserve each other. As for her, last I heard, she moved back home and nuked most of her social media. Melissa's been posting vague quotes about real friends and growth. That original Know Your Worth post is still up. My comment's gone, but the internet never forgets. Someone turned it into a meme template, paired with screenshots of her dating profile while we were together. Brutal, but I didn't make it. Funny thing about worth. It's not about what you think you deserve. It's about the value you bring. I learned that the hard way.
So did she.
This chapter's closed. Wedding planning is actually fun when you're with someone who truly wants to marry you, not the idea of who you could be shaped into. If anyone reading this feels like they're just an option, take it from me. Don't wait for them to see your value. Find someone who knows it from day one. And yeah, kings, know your worth too. Edit. Yes, Jenna knows every detail. She even read these posts before I shared them. She laughed at the spreadsheet and said, "Only number 11? Babe, you're top 3 in the right person's list." Final edit. Natalie found this post and had a lawyer email me about defamation and emotional distress, demanding I take it down and pay her $15 for reputation damage. My lawyer friend's reply was short. All statements are factual and documented. Cease contact or further action will be taken. Radio silence since. Living well really is the best revenge. That, and having a fiancé who finds the whole situation as absurdly funny as I do.